So, Los Gatos. Where is Los Gatos at? Los Gatos is in California, and just like the other times that I've tracked down this video, is that I played at Los Altos, Campbell, Mountain View, and Sunnyvale. Last week we were at Sunnyvale, and in Los Gatos I started performing here in 2021. It was a very, very good night. I think it was during, might have been around Halloween season in 2021. And on one of my special nights where it was actually Halloween, I made around $137 for that evening alone. Might have played around 2 hours. And I love this city. So, and there's a fair amount of people all around. Let me turn the camera around so we can kind of see what I'm looking at. Now, Los Gatos is actually a very, very upscale kind of place where upper middle class people are at. And one time I even actually performed right about here. I think I did took some videos, but it wasn't anything important that I was doing. You gotta remember, when I was playing years back, I actually didn't have not much experience on playing publicly, and it was pretty tough. Like I've mentioned before, when I was performing back in those days, I was doing myself not a good service because I was trying to play other, I wouldn't want to say other people's music, but I was playing songs I already kind of learned how to play. Now the drawback of that is that every time I do play a song that I already know, I tend to make a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes happen because of the sound of what it sounds like publicly. Also because I just get nervous. It'll always be inevitable. I feel a little bit nervous playing in public, and a lot of that I do tend to make mistakes. Excuse me. Also, my hands tend to get a little bit stale and stiff after a couple of hours playing, so that is kind of why I always revolve back to improvs and playing what I feel in the moment. Now, also the drawback of that is that a lot of my playing tends to be a little bit repetitive. But that doesn't bother me, and it certainly did not bother a lot of the people when I would perform around here, because when I do play the style that I play, let's gonna remember that I do play in a Chopin waltz nocturne kind of vibe. Now this is a beautiful scene right here. This is what it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful day today. Today it is June 27th, and you can see the mountains over there. It's really nice. And we're gonna explore some of the spots where I've played before. Hopefully it'll be a good night tonight. My camera is not in the best position right now. There we go, that's better. As you can see, it's quite a busy day today. And, well, all right. So one of the challenges right now that I was actually experiencing is finding parking. So you're always gonna be looking to play at a location where there's just a lot of people. The more people, the better opportunities. But also that comes with some challenges. One of the main challenges is that it's hard to find parking. You don't want to park too far away. And I would argue that the best spot would be the closest where you can find. The closest parking spot to your playing location. It's kind of a hard one because on some occasions when it's really busy, I tend to take too long on finding the perfect parking spot. Now, That always gets me frustrated because it makes me think that I'm just being greedy. I do find some parking spots around, but then I think to myself, what's the best that I can find? What's the best parking spot I could find that would be better than this one? And sometimes that makes me lose more time and more opportunities. So if it's really busy, you really just want to find the spot, the immediate spot you find first. You park there, and if you have a good good equipment that you can carry your equipment around, that's best.
No, oh, we did.
So parking spots is a challenge. You need to find the first parking spot you can find and not make a big deal about it. Park there, and you always have to find the little parking like sign that says if you're actually okay to park there for multiple hours. If you don't find that, I think it's okay. But there's some parking spots where you might find that it says 30 minutes from a certain amount of time. You cannot park there because obviously you'll get a ticket if you park there for more than 30 minutes, and by the time you come back to your car after performing, you find yourself a ticket. Has not happened to me yet, nor am I intending to. Alright, so this is what it looks like so far. Very, very nice antique shops. It's gonna be 4th of July next week, so next week I will be going to Mountain View. Now we're gonna come up to a spot where I used to perform, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to be there today because the next challenge, other musicians. When there's other musicians, it is a task. It is one of the worst experiences when you're performing, and just when you think you're doing a great job performing and playing and people are passing by you and everything, you realize, well, you stop for a second and then you realize there's other music playing. And that's when you're in big trouble, because you have two classes of music clashing to each other, and then you have to make a decision: should I stay here or should I go? Now, if you relocate, it takes too long. But here, this is a spot where I performed last year and in 2023. But do you hear that? This restaurant, we already have live music there. And sure, I can go there. Why don't we go there and check it out? Sounds great, guys. Now, so yeah, this place I'm not gonna be able to perform. Alright, so this restaurant was closed last year. Gave me the opportunity to play up in the front. But 2 years ago, in 2023, there wasn't any musicians playing, but I remember I was playing up over there where I mentioned, and it was nice. I remember people clapping every time I would end a song. But today is taken, so I'm not gonna be able to play there today, which is kind of frustrating because I'm already re-evaluating where I'm gonna be playing. And well, there's another spot over there. Why don't we go check it out? nice city. So this is another spot. I don't think I've ever played here per se, but I always know that this is a busy spot for musicians, which we can already see. It's a nice area right here. A lot of families. Thinking I should interview the musician, see what he has to say. Kind of nervous though. All right, I'm gonna walk to him.
I'm not maybe dancing around.
Never mind, he's already performing. Let's check him out a little bit.
I did the last part, but the first part too. If I can do it, you can do it. Stop when I say freeze. Everybody, get ready to skip. Skipping, skipping all around. Skipping, skipping, skipping.
All right, so. Well, I think he's doing some performance for children. I don't know his name. Seems like he's busy. All right, so. Yeah, as you can see, there's like already 2 sets of musicians performing. Let's go to the spot where I'm gonna be at tonight. Now, kinda, I gotta be honest, I'm kinda thinking already, shoot, is this gonna be a successful day? And to be fair, and I'll have to be transparent on this, is that I have not been successful so far this month. Well, at least for the first two weeks I did. On the first week I made about $40, which is fine. Anything above 50 is a win. But last time at Sunnyvale, I remember I only made $3. A gentleman gave me a $2 bill, and one lady gave me $1, so that was $3 for 3 hours. And it kind of crushes your soul a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay, because there's greater value to be developed doing this. And I believe in it, and I will work hard for it. And I do believe in it. But see, now it's getting quieter. So, if you put it into perspective of a job, that would be like $1 per hour. So, let that sink in. Is this something you really want to do? But I do. I love it. I love what I can do for people when I'm able to play. And here, this spot right here. We're gonna come up to a corner where there's a traveling store. And this traveling store was closed for quite a few years. And I was able to perform there without any disruption from any customers going in and out because it was under construction. So it was closed, and I was able to play there for many hours. And it was really good. I used to make around $80, $100. It was good. The store's called Departure, so I can already see it from here. And also, I am sure they close around 7 o'clock. It's time is it right now? It's about 5:45. So should I play at 7 and play for 2 hours? I'm thinking that's gonna be my strategy. But I can also just start playing there. I remember I was able to play there while the store was open. And let me just see what happens when I get there right now. Across the street. So yeah, one of the many challenges is other performers. If I find it difficult, it's because it is other people performing. And I don't blame them, because just like me, they're trying to make a living doing there. Alright, this is the spot right here. I think I can still play there. But this spot right here, if I can probably set up here and start playing. But the cool thing about this spot is that whenever I do play, I can probably play right about here while they're open. Yes, and the cool thing too is that there used to be like like seats around here, and it was nice because this is a pizzeria over here. And every time I would play here, they would actually bring me a pizza. The place is called Okrai, and it's pretty well. I mean, I don't need pizza. And then there's a ice cream shop right about here. Alrighty, let's head on to my car and start unloading.